It's hello, everyone. Somebody.
Y'all always catch us. Okay, the last couple of episodes, y'all always catch us right when we're getting ready to start. Last week, I think we were joking around before
Yep.
we actually started. And
Yep.
this week, I can't figure out which side the mic is
pulling
on.
out stuff, shifting and gifting, and I'm twiggling and giggling and stiggling or whatever the word is. It doesn't even matter. Anyway, how y'all doing?
Listen, it's real. So
Yes.
y'all know.
Yes.
I
This
hope
is
y'all
not
had a good week.
scripted.
I really
There is
do.
no teleprompter. There's no person saying start, stop. We just go. So
We just
how y'all doing?
wing it.
How about that?
We make it work. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. How you doing, girl?
Hey, girl.
How y'all doing?
Girl.
What y'all been up to?
How
What's going
doing?
on? What's going on?
Tell
What's
us
going on?
something new. Right. Tell us something good. Give us something to talk about. Yeah.
Something really good. We got to think about that because I really want to hear about some good stuff too. I want y'all to tell
Seriously.
something wonderful, something
Literally,
great.
she was in a good mood because earlier we were trying to get all set up and ready and prepared. All of a sudden, testing the microphones and the cameras and everything out as if we're professionals, and she can tell you, go ahead and tell them how you know this is her own pep rally, to get everything started. What did you say? Sing,
I
rap.
said, pretty girls walk like this, 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 and that's all the words I know.
And I started immediately. I'm the background dancer, so it don't take much.
Which the background going? Yeah, like I said, that's all the words. That's all the part I know. That's the important
That's all we
part.
That's all. Because
That's
that's what
the
the pretty
main
ladies.
part.
That's us ladies. Listen, we walk like
this, 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 this. Don't play with us. Find out the rest of it because I know exactly how to get that real quick. Okay.
Now, when we walk like that, and we are already pretty, girl.
Yes.
So we walk like that and we look like that, and we're not just talking about us because we know y'all ladies on point. We do the quick head to toe check in 0.2 seconds.
Yes,
flat.
check it out. And
And then,
know
when we all put together, and then the topic for the day, because we're gonna jump right into it.
Oh, we diving. We diving right in.
We all, ladies, our number one topic from age 13, 14,
yes, you might even start before the
around
end,
it.
but yes.
Well, for some, for me, it was 13, maybe 13 ish.
Yeah, 13.
12, 13-ish. And we start entering the world of boys, or whatever you're like, no, to
maybe.
Wait a minute. Oh,
did you?
Hey, boy. Hey, boy. So we all have experience with the whole dating and the whole you need to get that, because that might be your boo calling you.
When I say that's perfect timing. When I say that is absolute. Then we just said this is real. This is not
real
scripted. Okay.
At all. I'm just saying, you go and tell him he gonna have to wait, 30 minutes ain't gonna kill you.
That's
you'll be all right.
one.
Cause she fine like that, how y'all know.
Can't play.
So, but
one thing, don't always be sitting around there waiting on the phone call. Like, excuse me, hello, did you call me yet? Whatever.
Oh,
yes,
no,
I picked up the microphone. I sure did.
Girl, I ain't gonna pick up the microphone. See, back in the day.
Oh,
back in the day, little boy called you.
I'm not a kid anymore.
And you go ahead.
Oh,
What's the song?
I'm sorry.
But go ahead. Go ahead. She does this.
I finished it.
But I want them to know what you. Go ahead, sing, girl, sing your song.
Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, and I forgot the rest of it.
Okay.
But y'all know what
that's all right.
Y'all
know the song. Look it up. Y'all know the song. But yeah, so when the little boy called when you back in the day when you was a kid and you're not a kid anymore, and he would call, and as soon as that phone rang, you like, oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't. Oh, we did have caller ID. That took a minute. I forgot.
Initially, did we?
No, we didn't.
No, we
Initially.
didn't. No,
Yeah,
you just
we're gonna
pick up
talk
the
about
phone.
that later too. Not in this podcast. I mean, in this week, but we're gonna talk about all the modern advances that we witnessed manifest.
That's why we're the best
Yes,
generation. Mm-hmm.
yes. But
We can
the little
survive.
boys used to call. Yeah, at age 12. Well, no, I couldn't get no phone calls till I was 6.
Did I get called? I think I could get a call. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't remember. But
I remember because let me tell you what Mama made sure.
Oh my goodness.
I got a call. Okay, so this is in high. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. I knew the rules. Okay, the rules were I could not have phone calls from any boys, regardless of what it's about, until I was 15. I couldn't date at all till I was 16.
Okay.
So, y'all, I felt like the only girl in my school who's at 15. I can't give my number out to none of those little boys because Lethea was not having it.
That is a problem.
So, right. So I did have a friend, it was a high school friend, and we were literally, it was just completely innocent, 8th grade. I'm not going to call his name out, but he called because he left early and he asked me to get the homework for him. So I'm like, okay, fine. It was like, it was like a brother.
Right.
So I was like, okay, fine, no problem. So he called, and I thought it would be innocent enough.
Right. I'm just wanting homework. I just want some work. I'm trying to get, get my studies.
Right. My mama said what she said.
And meant it.
And she meant it. So when he called, and it was just the weirdest thing because I knew he was calling. I just didn't know what time. So when he called and she picked up the phone, and that was another thing. During the week, I could not have phone calls. I could only have phone calls from friends, anybody, Friday through Sunday night until a certain time. Monday through Thursday during the school year, no. So y'all can imagine.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, we were a little,
but anyway,
we could get phone calls, but yeah, it was limited.
Yeah. Right. He took the call. I mean, she took the chance of the phone, and I'm sitting in the room with her, and she says, "Now, who is this?" She said, "I gotta do it like my mom does."
You better do it just like her.
Hold on.
Right.
Y'all pretend there's a long cord connected to my phone. Y'all pretend there's a long cord. So it's a long cord. Long cord. She says, "Hello."
Oh, y'all, that face. Watch that face.
That's her look. That's her.
Right.
Well.
Uh-oh.
Erica can't take phone calls. She is not allowed to talk to boys until she's 16.
And this is just work, y'all. This is just work.
Hold on a second. This little boy on the phone want to talk. He's supposed to get his homework. I don't know why he ain't getting his own homework.
Now, mind y'all, he's still on his phone, just trying to do a good thing.
Yes. Y'all know the embarrassment behind.
Right. And parents don't care. They didn't care embarrassing you in front of people, period. Especially little boys. They trying to be cute. Whatever.
Right. She did let me give the homework assignment. But that next day was not good because by the time I got to school, it had made its round.
Of course.
You can't get no phone.
We can't call you. Yeah.
Right.
Of course.
So, but anyway, that's just that little tidbit. But we're going to talk about dating. So that was 15, 16 rolls around and get your first date. And I'm going to let Michelle, you can tell them about,
You know what? My first date that I know for sure, I was probably 4. We went to Six Flags.
Yeah. I'm like, what?
Yep, we went to Six Flags. We got dropped off. Yes, you made your way to my house. No, you didn't. We picked you up. And we went to Six Flags. and, riding around doing a Six Flags Fast there for a couple of hours, and then got picked back up. You dropped back off at the house, and then we went on home. So I was like, OMG, I like him.
Wow.
Now, mind you, experience and time teaches you things. This wasn't the best dude for a first date, as it turns out, of any date. But you don't know these things at 14, 15. You have no idea. He's just, and
Right.
he likes me and I like him, and I can actually go without a
Yeah. Right. The excitement of it. It's the excitement.
It was just the best.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah. Because you got to think back then.
Yeah.
Back then, you're still the butterflies. Everything is so new.
Absolutely.
So
Lord have mercy, them butterflies.
Lord. We
They
talked
should've
about
stayed
the
caterpillars.
hormones.
Just saying.
It's like it's like God, the little boy. I don't want to keep calling them what they were. Little boys could call.
At the time, you were a little girl, so it's
little girls, and you pick up the phone, and it's
oh my. Okay. One time, let's see, this is 14. So the little fella. That's you know who this is. The little fella. He messed up, so he had to make up with me. So he calls, and guess what he plays on the phone so I can hear it.
Oh my God! Yes, I forgot. Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah,
it's on the phone, and he's like, he's so sorry. And do you all know he rapped of LL Cool J when I'm alone in my room? Sometimes I stare at the wall.
In the back of my mind, I get my conscious call telling me I need a dove.
Yes, as sweet as a dove.
As sweet as a dove, or whatever it is.
In my life, I think I need love.
Y'all don't know.
Y'all don't know.
Y'all, she melted. She melted.
When I said that's dating to the max. That flatters.
Right.
He loves me. He rapped.
Y'all know
Cool J.
Y'all know he was laughing the entire time because, again, we're talking about boys and girls and how we're like mooning, and they're like, she believe it.
Yeah, think about that kind of stuff. That's the fun stuff. That's the, that's the foundation and things like that.
Right.
But then you fast forward, and how far are we going to fast forward?
Okay, stages. So that was a teenage year. Right, where you're floating, you're 20, your early 20s. You're still floating. However, you have more. Yeah, you have more experience.
Smart group, if you have a crew per se, you are groups, y'all hang out and things like that.
True. That is true. That is very, very, very true. Yeah. It's just, I think back then we were so naive and so green and so, I guess those are the best words. Gullible.
You just, you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah. So you believe certain things.
In some respects, you're feeling out what you like and what you don't.
Right. And it's important. I stress to my daughters that dating is extremely important because it gives you an idea of what you like, what you don't like, things that you can live with, things you can't live without, things that you love, you don't love, things you tolerate, you won't tolerate. You get to learn certain things to kind of formulate the perfect person for you. You get what I'm saying? Because nobody's perfect. She's not perfect. I'm not perfect. He's not perfect. But the one that's you think
but that person that you can contend with, if you all decide this is what it's going to be, this is what we're going to do, then hey, it's good for you. Okay. Who been? And then some of us decide in our mid-20s that I think this is my boo thing. I think this is the one. So we decided we just go get married. Yeah.
Don't do that. Girl, you gonna make me grow.
I am done.
I guarantee you 90% of y'all are rolling your eyes right now unless you are with those high school, college sweetheart kind of thing. Cause I know y'all now are looking like, what the? it was I thinking.
Was I thinking?
Even my bestie tried to warn me. Like, she got some information. Okay, we're gonna fast forward. She got some information, and I was still swooning and on. There's no way. My God, we've got some years under our belt. There's no way.
Way.
So
way.
yeah. So thank God. Thank you.
Yes.
That
Then we say, God looks out for
didn't work.
babies and fools. Because we did some
God
foolish
looks
things.
out.
We did some foolish things. I mean, it just is what it is.
But you know what? In the end, certain things you learn, it's best that you experience. It's a heartache that you can't explain. And I know I want to say everybody, at one point, I hope somebody has come across somebody they truly loved in their life. So when things don't work out, I feel in some form or fashion, you will, if you haven't already experienced, if you haven't experienced heartache. That happens
at the moment. It's like, OMG, I'm not gonna get through this, but you absolutely will. One foot in front of the other.
When you bounce back,
right, right. Exactly.
Oh, baby. When you come out like, I don't know, Wonder Woman. I don't know. Give me somebody where
you
it's
come
like,
out with, got your S on your chest. You standing there strong. What?
Yes.
And then you look back, and then years later, you'll look back and it's like, what was I thinking? How did I think that was like the one? That was no. Absolutely not. What was I on?
Right.
On life. And at that point, that's what you thought life was for.
Right.
That's it.
So yeah. But you have your besties, you have your friends to help you through it. It was a lot of tears, lots of cussing, sorry, Mom.
Cuss words.
Lots of wanting to cause harm.
And a lot of girl, I got your back. You ready? We can do this. We can cause all the harm we need.
Well, let me tell you a funny story. You know I love stories. So we're gonna keep moving. This is gonna be quick. So my buddy, she's the one that told me certain things, and then she was right, and I called it right there. Like, she was right. So now it's the whole thing of boy. Okay, let me tell y'all something. Not that it matters, because I don't I don't really get too involved in astrology and all that good stuff. But sometimes it's fun to read, because sometimes it's like, that don't describe, whatever zodiac sign you are.
Entertaining to some degree.
Right. But don't take it too seriously.
No.
But me being a Scorpio, and she's a Sagittarius. So that's where all that sarcasm and all that weird, that mouth.
I'm going to say is rage.
Right. And I'm more of the what?
Yeah, right.
Let's be ready for what's coming for you.
She declaring war.
Yes. So when my bestie, I'm like, girl, I got something. We going. My bestie ready. Let me put my shoes on. You come to get me, girl.
I'll drive.
Yeah, she offered to drive. I'm be there. I'm coming. We going. Let's go. Well,
we got the war paint on. You smoke singles.
Yeah. We're in our early 20s, y'all.
Oh yeah.
Early. What, 20, 21-ish? Were we 21 yet?
Yeah, had to be.
21.
21.
Just turned 21. So yeah, we're young. God looks out for babies and fools. Well, God sent the perfect angel, my second mom.
Yes,
I love Miss Nelly.
Because, honey, let me tell you something. We were ready.
We're ready. My bestie had my back.
Wisdom of the ages had something to share with us.
Yes. Your mom, we were telling her, because I, felt comfortable enough that I confide in her with everything. And I'll never, y'all, this was what, 20-something years ago? 30 years ago.
I was at 30 at this point. Oh my God.
Over me, if not longer. Well, what had happened was, she's like, what y'all doing?
What had happened?
what y'all getting into today? And she was making spaghetti.
I will never forget that either.
I'll never forget that day. And she's never turned. I'm like, I'm telling her, I'm like, Mama Nell, you're not gonna believe, and yeah, he did, and I'm going, and we going, and she got my back, and he, and we, and I got
Yes,
you.
yes.
And she never turned around, and she was stirring, and she says, well, let me ask you this, and when I get in trouble, she calls me by my last name. So she says, let me ask you this, and I'm like, yes, ma'am. So let me get this straight. Y'all gonna drive all the way 3 hours to this man's apartment.
Yes.
And when you get there, what you gonna do? Let me tell you, I got something to say, and whatever happens. Y'all know how it goes. And she says, so let me get this straight. You gonna go all the way to his house, and you gonna set him straight, and whatever happens. She's still stirring, just as calm.
And we are, when I say we are standing on business, as they say nowadays, yes, we are, yes. We made perfect sense to us, even if she's doing it.
Yeah. Like, it ain't clicking to us. Like most 21-year-olds, it doesn't click. And she made one comment, and she said, well, you can go down there if you want to. You'll end up locked up. But you do what you want to do. And I looked at Michelle, and she like, well, whatever, because we going. I'm like, whatever, we going. Okay, we going. And she just shook her head and kept stirring. And then I think you went to go get your keys, or went to get something. And I'm standing there. She never said another word. I didn't say another word, but the wheels are turning.
Right.
And we get in the car, and I think I told you, no, we ain't going. And y'all, if Michelle ever says, what you mean? She know what you mean.
Clarity on what you, when I ask anybody what you mean, making sure that I understand what you're saying. Because
that ain't
when
true.
You say, yes.
That ain't true.
Yes, that is absolutely
true. When she say what you mean, she trying to catch you before you talk yourself out of it, because she ready to go, or she's not, or if it's her idea of no, we're not doing it, and I say yes, we are, and she's like, what you mean? Because she's already made her mind up. Tell me something that's gonna change my mind, which you're not gonna do.
Clarity.
Right. Well, whatever. She just does that when she just being.
Oh, I'm quick to, yeah. What you mean? Clarify. See, now I would like clarify it now. But usually
she being. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, whatever being is being, that's what she being.
Okay. That's her. So, but anyway, we're gonna fast forward. So now, we again, y'all know we're middle-aged women. So all this stuff with, girl, he called me, girl, you don't give a flying flip. Matter of fact,
now it's not. It's not, girl, he called me. It's, girl, he called me.
Y'all saw, y'all heard the phone ring. You heard the phone ring.
He was like, girl. Yeah.
Yes, she did it. She just showed y'all what she do, because the phone was ringing earlier, and I'm like, you want to get your phone? That could be him. And she like, see, now,
I'm just saying. Let me tell you something. That's called wisdom. That's called let's learn this thing. That's what that's called. That's what it's called.
Well, you kind of get to, as you age,
hopefully.
Again, I can't speak on dating. I've been with the same man for 30 years. Well, let's put it this way. We dated. I've known him for 30 years. We got married almost 3 years after we met. So we dated seriously for 1.5 years. Maybe almost 2 years. Seriously. So yeah, I haven't the dating thing, but the marriage, not that they came out wrong.
That's a whole conversation.
They came out wrong. No. certain things that excited you, and I'm not saying this in marriage, but I'm just saying in a relationship, certain things like, girl, you got me, you're not gonna get that. You look, not that you get settled or bored or anything, you just kind of, you do kind of get settled, and you just have to
find your
find,
groove. You find another groove,
right.
and dating is different because dating is you basically know who, what, where, when. You may not know certain things. Might be some stuff that try to surprise you, I guess, with. But typically, you already know who you're going on a date with. So, but if you're dating as in being the single person in your 50s, completely different type of animal. Because if you're to a point where it's like, okay, look, the whole placeholder, you want to play the game or you want to do whatever you want to do, then be forthcoming and allow the person to make the choice if they want to be bothered with it or not.
Yes.
Good. And then you can't really, and then you say, well, if I do that, then they can't get mad if blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Depends upon how you act. Depends upon how clear, how things go. But for us ladies, for many of us ladies, it's like, okay, do I really want to waste the time? I shouldn't say waste the time. Do I really want to take the time or make the time for this type of situation here? And depending upon what they've presented so far, well, that's okay, let's go. And then I think we have certain checks that are put in place more, and that can be somewhat of an issue too. Because sometimes you have to be a little flexible.
Yeah.
But
So let me
some
ask you
things
are so let me ask you this. Like, so I know for me, it's easy for me to always have a wall up. You know what I mean? And I guess like if I was in the dating world, it will be very difficult, extremely difficult
to get past that wall.
To get past the wall. Like, forget an onion with layers. You're gonna have to kind of chip away just because
you gotta chip away at that wall.
Right. I mean, and again, everybody comes with their own history. You try not to bring baggage. But at this age, there's going to
because you everybody has experiences.
Right. But I mean, as far, I don't want to say,
what you say now?
I said, but like, I don't want to say baggage, but I guess it would be because at this age, there would be like, past spouses and friends and things of that nature.
Possibly.
Not friends, kids.
Possibly.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you would have,
like,
I think
you're gonna have the ex-wife
certain things that you
or ex-wife, adult kids.
Yeah, if you've been married before, because you do have some that have not been through that whole married thing. You may have gotten close, maybe it didn't work. I don't know. But I'm just saying you will have those experiences, and everybody's going to bring those experiences to the table. And with the wall, it's a determination of, do I really want to try to step outside of this wall area and let, just have some trust that I'm just going to let down just a little. Because initially, you don't know if this is a psycho stalker or killer or what. So no, I'm not going to go all out and just. But you will have to work for it. I just can't. You're gonna have to. And if you really want to, you'll make it. And I could make an analogy right now, but I'm not going to do it because it's inappropriate. So, just saying. But it's a perfect analogy, though. Just saying.
Because
it's perfect.
Wait,
but okay.
Because what?
I digress. Fantastic, though.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said
what'd you say?
Yeah, my analogy fits perfectly. And it has to do, I'll tell you what it has to I'll tell you to do with. It has to with I'll just say reproduction. And then you'll understand what I'm saying. My analogy is far and getting past the wall.
Okay.
It'll come later. Because you're like a moment where it's like, what is she talking about? I have no idea.
I told y'all a few episodes ago. No, it won't. No, it won't.
Yeah, it might take a day or two. It'll take a day or two. Think about, okay. When I said
stop.
it would be
Stop.
okay.
Y'all remember when I said sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all friend, y'all new bestie, Michelle. Sometimes this is maybe 2-3 episodes ago. She'll take stuff way past where your mind can comprehend, and you sitting here like, I got.
You sitting here with the cricket. Mm-hmm. It'll
If
take
I
a
be
minute.
quiet, keep listening, I'm gonna catch up. I didn't catch up.
See, today, let's see, this is Thursday, so probably by Saturday, it'll make sense. It's just gonna pop out of the blue like, oh my God, no, she didn't. Yeah, it will. But it's okay. It's all right. It's cool. Are we gonna talk about are we gonna tell them what's going on next week?
Yes. We're gonna talk about next week.
Next week.
You wanna tell them? No. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Next week, what we talking? This is gonna be a good one.
Next week, we are going to step into the world of crush grooving. Back in the day, again, we want to know who were your crushes. We're going to talk about our crushes. And then we're going to say fast forward to now. Do you still have those same crushes? Or do you have different crushes? Let's laugh and talk and go down memory lane about what made us smile and giggle with regard to who our crushes were. I'll give you a hint of one of mine. Ronnie DeVoe of New Edition.
Yeah.
Just saying.
From high
Just
school.
saying. That was
Or
back then.
when you were younger.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, I'm sorry. I just smacked my lips. I don't normally do that.
At all. She was
I
really
really
feeling
don't.
it then. She was really, really feeling it.
But when you start talking about my crushes, and I do have a type, and I just get excited. Yeah, I know I'm married, but whatever. I ain't blind.
We're talking before then. We know who your crush is now. We're talking back then.
Back then, my crush back then. I don't know if I was a huge fan. I'm trying to think of a crush. Because that was in my younger. I had the same. Okay, I'll use this one. And it's nothing of what my crush. Put it this way, he doesn't even fit my crush type then, nor now, because my type never changed, and y'all will find out next week. Was a huge Prince fan.
When I say that right there alone does not in the least bit fit the mold. Period.
Well, I mean, his music. I mean, he was an excellent artist, but then too, he also had, which is weird. He also had that sexual energy, and then appeal, right? And I was a teenager. I mean, come on, y'all. I was a teenager.
Right. Hormones all over the place.
Hormones like replaced. It never really bothered me, that he was so short and he wore the heels. It was
wore makeup. Had a better Farrah Fawcett than we did.
Girl, that man.
Right.
But that was my. If it was a high school crush, if I was just a big fan, but I did like,
But we'll get into more details.
Little bowl. We'll talk about that next week. Yeah. So you guys tell us who you guys were crushing on, and we may, call you out on some of those crushes.
Absolutely.
So let us know.
There may be some we didn't even think about.
That's gonna be fun.
Like, I forgot about.
We forgot about. There's some we might have forgot about.
Yep.
So that's next week.
We possibly are crushing on now.
Respectfully. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Respectfully.
Yes, respectfully.
Whatever. Because y'all know when us girls get together, y'all know darn well we are not respectfully. I don't want to offend or damage any of my current relationship status. These are celebrity crushes.
Right.
You don't know these people. Right. It's a good chance you will never meet these people. So.
Right. Even if you did, it's like, okay, I don't know you. I just know the persona that you created. So.
Exactly.
Whatever.
It's going to be fun. Yep, it's gonna be fun. You guys, let us know who your crushes are. We may give you a shout out. You never know. So
you never know. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun. So we're going to call it a night because of the last couple of podcasts. We kind of kept you longer than expected because us ladies can run our mouths like I'm doing now.
Yeah,
but we're going to let you go. Shut up. You always got something to say. Just go with it. I just said I talk too much, and then you going to follow. Man, I'm done.
Yeah, she done doing it. We doing it again. We doing it again. Everybody, we're going to say, ladies, have a good evening. Have a good weekend. And we will
have a good evening
next week. Bye.
Next week. Bye-bye.